Hello! In this video we're going to look at making latex mould. So if you're making sort of terrain pieces, you can sort of make a copy of them in plaster. For this video what I've done is just knocked together really quickly this little Google Man statue for the roses, and this dwarven statue out of it's made out of blue foam. This is made out of milliput. It's not the best work, these are just knocked up for the purposes of the video, although look alright, I might use them in places. So we're going to be making latex moulds of these. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is obviously the things we're going to copy, which are these statues here we saw earlier. Next important thing is some liquid latex rubber. I'll put a link in the description. You can get this off of Amazon. This is 500ml. I've already done 2 statues and sort of some other terrain pieces quite big, and I'm only down to there on the bottle. So it goes a long way. This will probably probably last you for all your needs. I'll put a link to that. I'm gonna need an old paintbrush. Don't spend money on them, get some cheap paintbrushes, because you're going to be disposing of these every so often, even if you clean them out. This is probably going to be its last use, this video, and I've only done one other thing with these. And next you're going to need 2 ceramic tiles and a marker pen, a wash-off marker pen, so nothing permanent. What we're going to do first is we're going to position what we're going to copy onto the tiles. One's going to stand up and that one's going to sit down flat. Then undo your liquid latex, take your brush, dip it in, and then on the first one we're just going to sort of stipple it all over. Moment for this one. What you want to make sure you have is not too many undercuts what you're copying, otherwise that makes it a bit difficult. So I'm just going to do this one first as it's the hardest. Go up. First coat is always going to be the hardest to apply. The piece will be moving around all over your ceramic tile, so as you try and get all the detail covered as much as possible, and get in all the nooks and crannies. His face here, his arms, and now I'm just going to put a bit on top of his head, and then just go around the base. This will form a leg. That's that one done. Now, a similar thing with this dwarven statue. Get into all the some crannies, and there are a lot on this one. I don't know how well it's going to come out. In here. Hopefully this will come out okay. If it doesn't, the principle's the same. Recommend doing this in a well ventilated area. Stuff does stink. So we're going to go all round. So I should lift it up, working with a camera, so on the top of my head in shot, so I had to do that for the back bit. There we go. Almost there on this one. Bigger piece. You want to try and get as much coverage on the first layer as possible, but don't worry if you don't, because we're going to be doing multiple layers. I mean, we're going to be doing at least 20 layers. It's a judgment call when you look at it at the end how thick the actual mould is. Okay, the end of this one now. But you do want to do many thin layers rather than a heavy layer. That's it for this layout for him. Edge. Lip. Thickness. Too sure how well it's going to work. It's perfectly on the flat on the bottom, so we'll see on this one. Anyway, next pen. Got on the tiles. How many layers you've done? That's what the pen's for. And what I'll probably do now is do a sort of time lapse of all the other layers. These can take, a layer can take anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour to dry. And one thing to be aware of is you've got to apply the next layer within 24 hours. If you don't do it within then, it will separate. So yeah, we'll just leave these dry and do some more layers. So here it is, had 11 coats now. Still not quite done, but I thought I'd just quickly show you now how it looks like. So it goes this sort of yellow colour. Managed to get underneath the bad undercuts, but I thought I'd just show you how it looks when you're about halfway through. You can see it's sort of taking shape, and we're just going to carry on and do some more layers. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'm probably going to do, normally I do about 20 coats, but I might do a few extra layers on this. You sort of look at it, you can see it's still a bit thin on the edges, so I'll probably end up doing about 25 on this. Probably do 25 on this one as well. I'll just carry on. So here they are after 20 coats, and I've been umming and ahhing about how many I'm going to do. I think I was going about 25. I think at 20, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it at 20. But we're not done yet. What we've got to do now, I'm gonna start with this one, is make a outer mould. And what this will do, it needs to be made out of some sort of hard substance like plaster, resin, or in our case, I'm going to use Mod Rock, which is plaster on a roll. This will just hold it in place while you're pouring plaster in, so it doesn't bulge out and deform the actual look at the model. For this one, it's not too bad. It's a flat bottom, but for the, I'll come back to that layer. Just leave that layer to dry. For this one, when it's upside down, you're not gonna, this is gonna rock. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna put the outer casing on first. This will just hold. This is just to hold the mould in place so it doesn't bulge out when it dries. When it's too tight, I want to be able to get to it. What we're going to be doing here is I want to build it up. Just sort of putting bits in so it's a bit flat on the bottom here. Then what will happen is this will give it something to sit on, something to rest on. Something like that. See here. Just so when we're pouring the plaster in, it's steady. So I'm going to crack on with this. Hopefully I'll remember to montage this.
Okay, so do a few more layers on just to hold it in place. Just like that. So now, what I want to do, now I've built it up, hopefully you can sort of see that. I actually want to do now is wipe my desk around. Is I'm going to get a tile I haven't used before. I want to put it on and I want to flatten it off so let's flatten and even the top off. Doing before is for the tile to sort of balance flat upon it. If you can get it to do that, it means you're in for a good chance of it being level and even on the desktop when you pour in some plaster in. That'll do for that one. You can sort of see it's now got a flat top. Okay. So now what I want to do is come back to this. Let's do something similar with this. Now it's flat already, but just want to make sure, which it is. What I want to do is now I'm just going to finish this one off. Let's put a few more layers of this in just to stop these edges bulging out when all the plaster's in. And I think that will be it. We're just going to leave these two dry now. That's all the moulds on, and then we can do our first cast. See how we've done. I think that's it. So I'm going to let these dry now. This will probably take 24 to 48 hours, especially this one. So the outer casings are now dry. So just a case of pulling them off and release them from the mould and just pop them out. So there's the mould, and here's our outer mould. So a bit damp inside actually still. Then what will happen is when we take the mould out, we'll pop the mould in there, pour the plaster in there, and it will just get it to hold its shape. And do the same with this. Go from this angle. Let's try. Yeah, there we go. And it's got a bit of flex in it because you don't want it too tight, otherwise you're never going to get this out. Next, you can see where the latex run underneath. So once try and get that out. The first step is to get this mould out from here, get the original out, trim up the mould. This might damage the original a bit. Oh. Let's just try and tear through the latex here where it's gone where I don't want it to. Out. Yeah, and you can see that's the mould now. I've got to cut away through here, which we'll do in a minute, and then probably try and get out all the little bits of polystyrene here. But I think when you do a first cast list, that will probably help get rid of most of them as it is. That, but yeah, quite pleased with that. That's that mould. That's that released. And I say you can sort of see it. Push in there when you cast it. There's that to one side. Now it's going to be the same sort of process with this. This might be a bit easier because it wasn't as just that initial leakage underneath. But yeah, that was just going to pop straight out. You can sort of see up there. Nothing really here that's too sad. Back. I've just got trim. It's now just trimming getting all this away. It's just where it leaked underneath on the first few layers. And then we'll just pop that when we cast it in. Which way did it go? Which way did it go? On that. And cast them up. So I'm going to trim away these, and we'll come back and we'll cast on. So we've got the moulds cleaned up and in their hour casing, and now we're just going to get some plaster and mix it up. Hopefully it'll be too sad, and we're just going to bring it in. If all goes well and we don't have any leaks, we can begin casting process. I've not measured the plaster out. I guess I should have done. I just sort of guessed it. But if it is too much, I've got her starts moulds I can just use to fill up. Hoping it's just going to be about the right amount. As you can see, why they're here, because this one's holding it standing up, and it's a really weird shape. That's why you're doing it like this. I've got loads of left over plaster, so I'm going to cast some bricks up for some future terrain projects. Try to get a bit more in here. There we go. So I'm going to bash some bubbles out, and we'll put this to one side and let them dry and see how they come out. Fingers crossed. I've allowed them to dry for 48 hours now, just to really make sure the plaster's gone off. And the first thing we're going to want to do is pull them out of the outer shell, so that should just pop out nice and easy. And this one should be even easier. And if you pull it from the bottom, it just comes out. So there they are, all cast. So I think we'll have a look at this one first. So if I come over to this camera here, close up, it's be a case of popping it out. Hey, look at him. Oh, let's turn the backlight off just so you can see the detail. I think that's come out a-okay. It's almost a perfect replica, which I do have, of my original. The original. There's the difficult for me to figure out how to put my hand. And there's the copy. That is awesome. That's brilliant. Okay. Next up, I'm kind of this one I'm sort of dreading. So as I was doing the video, I realised that my original wasn't really that well made. Mainly because I didn't put much thought into it. So I'm going to peel it off here. Mould gets that right. That's not too bad so far. You can see the rooms I carved in. I tell you what, that's brilliant. In fact, there we are. I'm gonna hope it was in the moulds come out, but I can scrape it off. That is, I'll make some more of these. I'm actually quite impressed with that. That'll be quite cool on a tabletop. Dwarven statue. The original. And that is obviously my copy of it. I think that has come out surprisingly well. There's pictures that came out during Fellowship Reading of Moria, and they're based on these statues you see there. If I remember what I'm editing, I'll stick the picture up now. If you forget. But yeah, I am really impressed with that. So there you go. That is how to make latex moulds. So now you can make little bits of scenery. If you need more than one of them, use this technique. It's fairly straightforward. It just takes time because of the layering and allowing things to dry. And yeah, that is making latex moulds.
Thanks for watching, we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and leave a comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Stick with the channel for many great videos to come.